Head coach Richie McKay calling Cleveland a unicorn, one of the most under-heralded players in the nation. So we got the Wolfpack in the white uniforms. They're 6-3, 5-0 here at home, but they had those losses against Auburn, Texas, Seton Hall, and Coach Will Wade in his first year said, hey, I was hoping that this was going to self-correct, and it didn't. I got to step in, made some changes in the lineup. In their last game, it was a win against UNC Asheville. A couple missed layups early for Liberty as you see the pace that both of these teams want to play up and down the floor. Williams calling for it. Coach Wade said, we are going to force feed him the basketball, and you see right there the low post move. That's one of the reasons why with that program lost nearly 30 pounds in between last season and this season. Looks really thin, athletic, looks to be in really good shape. Ven-Allen Lubin, another low post presence, the senior forward out of Orlando, Florida.
I don't think Ven-Allen Lubin or even Williams can defend these guards on the switches.
Three-pointer good by Brett Decker Jr., arguably the best three-point shooter in the country. He's #1 in makes per game and second in percentage.
They got 3 all-conference guys, and you said 8 players returning. I don't know another team in college basketball that has 8 players returning. And Coach Richie McKay, to be able to have some type of retention is...
He was at Texas Tech, and I didn't even notice him on the floor today because he looks so different, at least from what I remember seeing him a year ago. NC State gets the turnover. Copeland pushing. Here's Holloman for 3. Looking for me to
I had my hands in the shooting pocket. It was going up. If I got it. Transition here, taking it. Turnover created. Fast breaks
down. The defensive rebound. The freshman from Baltimore. He's got that black eye, caught an elbow in practice earlier this week. Copeland to the rack. The circus shot for Quadir Copeland.
I mean, just the transition to point guard for him has just been seamless.
Offensive rebound up top by Moussa Sanye. His fresh legs paying dividends for the Wolfpack, and it leads to a second chance 3. Cleveland rips down the rebound. He averages 9 of those per game. You mentioned 10, 9, and 8, nearly a triple-double for Cleveland, and that's a transition 3. Colin Porter, energy that NC State has played with here in the opening 10 minutes.
They've been challenged, and so far they've answered that challenge. They're being unselfish. They're attacking the paint.
Arsenault
have not had that problem here so far tonight.
Feeney now 1 for 4 from 3. He's a near 40% shooter on the year. And Holloman again attacking the lane.
They're used to getting opportunities and being able to identify switches. NC State team, everyone sitting in the defensive stands and guarding the ball.
Ven-Allen Lubin took the contact, plowed right through it, and 1.
They know early they're not going to get double teamed. You're seeing whoever gets it inside, turns post. That's Ven-Allen Lubin's game. Turns faces up.
And now I'm chopping it up, talking to him in Charlotte in our preseason seminar this year. Coach Boeheim seems very happy in the retirement, and very happy and very good behind the mic as well as J.J. Harper lays it in. The coaching staff and these fans here in Raleigh. Quadir Copeland comes in for Paul McNeil Jr. Immediately attacks Decker, goes off the glass. We need to get Quadir Copeland mic'd up for one of these games.
Are we still a Disney program? Man, you know, when he went out and got your typical point guard to kind of settle down, the leadership qualities that he's looking for in that position.
J.J. Harper slips inside.
It just overwhelmed Liberty.
McNeil Jr. starts the second half off with a triple, his first bucket of the game. 28-point lead for NC State. Ven-Allen Lubin, pick and roll, 2-hand slam. Lubin picked up his second personal foul. NC State's got 2,500 already. A rattling 3 and said, he says, Gary Williams, I'm not going to fade away. Coach Wade was telling us I actually want him to be more forceful, not necessarily forcing shots, but forceful in getting his shots, getting open. Gets the assist there to Paul McNeil Jr. in the corner. And SMU an overtime win against Texas A&M.
These are all quality wins by the ACC, and doesn't allow room for off games, which is inevitable to happen, and you don't want them all to have off games like this.
Quadir Copeland. That was Ron Gruber, you heard from. He's worked in Final Fours in the past. Brett Decker hitting the 3.
I mean, every time he touches it, he's looking to score, and he has the skill set in the game to back it up.
13 points now for Matt Able as Decker started to find a rhythm. No easy feat.
No, not at all.
Andrew Carter on the turnover.
What it does for NC State is it takes the pressure off, whether it's
Jordan Snell.
It's one thing I was concerned about, that, worrying about the net and winning games by a certain number, that we wouldn't see a lot of walk-ons in games. It should be a fun game. Great matchup.
Jerry Dang. Final 10 seconds. NC State's most complete performance of the season. A 40-point win at home against the projected top team in Conference USA.
You come in struggling and you challenge the team. They answered that challenge here tonight.